Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers. And today I have for us another Grand Seiko limited edition celebrating the 25th anniversary of the caliber 9S. This is the GMT from the Elegance collection that is takes inspiration from the skies over Mount I Wait. So another blue dial and a little bit smaller package than the previous SBGJ253 I just reviewed. So case dimensions on this one, 39.4 millimeters is what I measured across the case, above the crown, diagonally across, 39.4. Across the polished bezel, which sits a little bit above that case, I came up with 38.6. And then you can see we have a very high boxed crystal here, 33.9 across the crystal. So not quite 34 from 3 to 9 across the crystal. 14.2 millimeters thick, but as I just mentioned, you have a very high dome box sapphire crystal here. So much of that case thickness is coming from that crystal. 47 millimeters lug tip to lug tip, again, drilled lug holes with those male end links, 50.8. So the effective lug to lug of 50.8. 19 millimeter lug width, tapering to 18 millimeters at the deployant clasp here. Again, pretty standard for what you see from Grand Seiko. Dual push button release. The bracelet, we do have a half length removable by screws on each side. So no micro adjustability on this clasp. However, you do have the two half lengths. We have an exhibition case back with another gorgeous blue rotor. If you saw the other video, I'm a huge fan. That rotor was a little bit lighter blue. This is a little bit more darker blue, or more of a royal blue in my opinion. But again, needless to say, I think they both look fantastic. The movement on this is the 9S86. GMT movement, again, 55 hours. I'm sorry, the 9S66. I'm looking at my notes incorrectly. 9S66, 72 hours of power reserve. We do have a signed non-screw down crown on this. So 30 meters of water resistance compared to the 100 on the sport model that we just reviewed. Limited edition on this is 1,700 units. Retail, $5,600, and on the full stainless steel bracelet, no links removed, 148.7 grams. So hopefully that gives you an idea of all the specs. Again, really nice sunburst dial here on this little, I'll call it baby blue or sky blue. And again, nice blued GMT hand. Fun fact, if you're not familiar with Grand Seiko's blued hands, all of those are done by hand on a hot plate. So if you like blued hands, you get to know that someone actually physically touched that and blued that by hand, which is, again, I think pretty unique and nice to know when what you're buying and what you're getting with some of the craftsmanship on these Grand Seiko models. So date window at 3 o'clock. I love that it's not a bright white background. It's kind of more of a silver complement. It doesn't stick out, pop out as much as the bright white would, which I'm a fan of. And again, I think it's just a nice overall aesthetic to this watch. So I think I've went over all the specs. Without further ado, let me throw this on wrist. Again, I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist. This one certainly fits me much better than the larger 44 millimeter sport version. However, that sapphire bezel looks great. Let me hit the lights for you quick. Again, not going to be the lume monster that sport model is, but in a low light situation here, just wanted to show you. Again, I'm in a pretty dark room with a few computer monitors. You can see some light play off those indices. So in low light situations, I still think you can kind of reference the time based on the light play of your hour, minute hands with those markers. But if you are a lume individual and you lume monster on your watches, this may not be for you. But again, wanted to show you what it may look like in some low light. So as always, thanks for viewing. Let me know what you think of this model. And if there's anything I can do for you, shoot me an email, brad@brentlmiller.com. I'll see you in the next video.